Okay, so let's talk about how to overcome these urges. One of the things we want to do is look at your cravings and urges as Nick Fry calls it neurological junk, right? So an analogy I like to use is, we all get junk email in our inboxes. We don't even open them because we recognize immediately what they are. It looks like junk. The subject header is obviously junk. It's from people that you don't know. So you don't need to open the email. You don't need to read it. You don't need to spend a lot of time on it in order to just click, delete, send it to your junk mail folder. A lot of the times our cravings are the exact same way. The reason that they feel so insurmountable is because we start thinking about them and then we wonder about them and then we start feeling bad because we're even thinking about going off track or, straying from the plan that we've made or from our goals. So it's all of that thinking and all that ruminating and just kind of going over and over it that makes it more likely that you're going to go off track. So step one is basically to kind of separate yourself and practice mindfulness, practice stop, challenge, and choose when it comes to viewing that, those cravings and those urges are going to come until you create a new pattern. Until you create a new pattern, guys, there's very little possibility that you're going to be successful in this because you're not breaking the pattern. So the second step to this is realizing that you may be, kind of enacting some triggers or some behavior patterns that cause this craving. So you sit down and you eat in front of the TV, your brain says that person is in front of the TV, it's time to eat. So you can either replace it with a different habit, having a hot cup of tea, reading a magazine, reading a book, or simply don't watch as much TV at night and find something else to do that doesn't cause some of those triggers. The next thing we want to talk about is just simply not acting on the urge. Just because we have a thought come into our mind doesn't mean that we necessarily have to take action on it. So, often your body isn't physically hungry, it's just a result of that psychological, emotional hunger. You're stressed, you're bored, you're angry, you're tired, or you're lonely, and usually if you're an emotional eater, you might turn to food for comfort, and the only way to stop that from happening in your brain, to prevent those cravings from coming on really strong, is to create a new pattern. The best way to do that, the best way to reprogram your body's responses is to not give into it. So that means you might need to distract yourself. You might need to go for a walk. You might need to call up a friend. You might need to text your health coach. You might need to look at some inspirational videos or remind yourself of your goals. But every time that you don't give in to those cravings, you are actually creating a new pattern. It also perpetuates your feeling of victory and feeling stronger than your cravings and your urges. And this is what starts those small baby steps in the right direction. So not taking action on them, viewing it as like junk mail. All right, I already know what this is. This is a ridiculous craving. My body isn't actually hungry. I mean, all those things can help you start moving in the right direction. So the next couple of days, I want you to just view those cravings, those urges like, you know what? I'm not going to give in to that today. I'm not actually hungry. I'm going to stick with my program, with my plan, really focus on my goals. And over time, you're going to see, guys, your cravings will be less. Thank goodness our program works that way. You'll have less cravings. You'll have more victory. You'll feel stronger. You'll feel better. And you'll start to change the direction of your entire life. So I hope that that helps you guys today. Let me know some questions or comments below. And I'd love to answer any questions that you have about this. And I will also send you or email you the document that lays this all out. Just feel free to pop your email down there or message me and I'll be sure that you get that. All right, I hope that's helpful. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.